Hey, what's up YouTube? Patrick from Dual Dimensions. Sorry for not posting any videos lately. We just had a couple things going on. As you can see, Andrew's not here with me. He's gone somewhere, so I'm the only one to do the video today. Today I am going to show you this artifact deck. I sort of put it together right after Scars of Mirrodin came out. I haven't really purchased a lot of those. We're probably going to buy some booster packs and open those up for you guys, but right now the money's kind of tight, so just let me search through here for a couple cards that I feel are good for an artifact deck. And the artifact deck that I'm running right now is just blue, although most of the cards inside of the deck don't have a color at all. I figured if I just put mostly colorless artifacts in there and some of the essential blue cards, it'd be easier to run land, since all I have to do is put some islands in there. So I have a 40 card deck, 16 islands, 24 creatures and spells. And one of the main blue cards that I wanted to put inside of my deck, or some of the main blue ones that I thought were essential and why I made an island artifact deck, are some of these. Dissipation Field, that's from the new set, Scars of Mirrodin. So you pay 4, and whenever a permanent deals damage to you, you remove or you return that permanent to their owner's hand, which I think is pretty good. So they're more cautious to deal damage to you with things other than sorceries or instants. A Foil Master Ethereum I put in there. Obviously his power and toughness equal to the number of artifacts you control, and he gives all of my other artifacts +1/+1, and he only costs 3, so that's a pretty good price. My Archive Trap I had in there. It's come into play a couple times. You just pay 5 and then discard the top 13. I thought that was pretty neat. You usually get rid of some of their good cards. A Skill Borrower, she's pretty good. You're just going to pay 3, keep the top card of your deck revealed, and she gets that card's ability as long as it is a creature. So she gets that creature's ability until the end of the turn, where would you draw the card that was on top, you flip the next card, and she gets another ability. And the last one was a Master Transmuter. She's really, really good for artifacts, no matter which color you're gonna have in there. She costs 4, 1, 2. You basically pay 1 island, and you return an artifact from your field, and you can play one from your hand. She goes great with the Ornithopters, which I believe I had in another video. That has a couple combos. That's pretty good. I have a Colossus of Sardia. He costs 9. 9/9 trample, but the trick with him is he doesn't untap on your upkeep unless you pay 9, which is why I keep a lot of these handy from the M11. You're just going to pay 1 for a Voltaic key. Pay 1, tap it, you can untap target artifact. I run 2 of these in there. Darksteel Myrrh I think was pretty good. I just put it in there just to have some creatures, but he's indestructible. 0/1 costs 3. Bladed Pinions, so you're going to pay 2 for that, 2 to equip, and the creature gets first strike and flying. Let's see what other cards in there. I got some islands, another Ornithopter. I have an Olive Dust in here, since most of the cards in there are non-colored. A Corpse Cur, I intended on making an Infest deck. He's really good because when he comes into play, you can get an Infest card from your graveyard and put it into your hand. But I don't have a lot of Infest right now. We haven't bought a lot of the set. My Vesner's Journal, I believe it costs 5. You have no maximum hand size, and on your upkeep you gain life for each card in your hand, so I think that's really good, especially since artifacts don't really do a lot of life gain. My Turn Aside just counters a spell. It costs 1 and counters a spell that targets a permanent I control. Whisper Silk Cloak, Shroud Unblockable, Coat of Arms. Everybody should know what Coat of Arms does, but basically they all get +1/+1 off of each other. Darksteel Colossus goes excellent with the Master Transmuter and Ornithopter combo. So just pay 1 with Master Transmuter, return Ornithopter, play Darksteel Colossus for 1 island. I think that's really good. It's usually how I get them on the field. The Crystal Ball, so I can scry. You believe you scry 2 for paying 1, which is good. Contagion Clasp comes into play, gives a creature -1/-1, and you can Profiliate. And the thing that I like about Profiliate is it's not only -1/-1 counters, it's counters in general. So you can pay 4, for example, to Profiliate on this card. You can either give a creature with -1/-1 another -1/-1. You can give a creature with +1/+1 another +1/+1 counter. Even cards that say just put a counter on this creature for any certain ability or something like that. I know I have a couple cards in there. You can multiply those counters on there and they still have the same effect. So I think Profiliate is actually really good. I'm glad they came out. They put it in the set. It's a really good ability and it has a lot of uses. This is another card I was talking about that has the counters. I can Profiliate the counters onto my Lux Cannon, which is actually the first mythic I ever drew, out of the first booster pack I ever got of the set. So you're going to pay 4 and tap it to put a counter on it. You can Profiliate the counters, and if you tap it, you can remove 3 counters and destroy target permanent. This card goes really well with this key because all I have to do is tap it, pay 1 to untap it, tap it again, that's 2 counters per turn. If I get my other one, that's 3 counters per turn. So I think that's really good. Gotta have the Platinum Angel, just for security reasons. I put a Dreamstone Hedron in here. I think it's pretty good because it gives you, if you tap it, it gives you 3 colorless mana, which is basically what this deck is. And it costs 6, and also you have the option to pay 3 mana, sacrifice it, and draw 3. And my last card was just this key. So that is the artifact deck. I also have a couple of announcements from Dual Dimension. We are going to have a Magic the Gathering tournament at our school, and I don't know which day it is, and I don't know how many people are actually going to show up, but hopefully we can get some footage from there and put it onto the Dual Dimensions channel. Also, we almost have 14,000 views, which me and Andrew both think are actually it's really impressive. We never thought we'd get 14,000 views for Magic the Gathering, but I'm glad. I want to thank you guys for all the support, all the views, the subscriptions. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, because there's some pretty great stuff going to come up. So I just want to say thank you to the viewers. Thank you for all the people that play Magic, all the supporters. Quiller, I believe is your name. Thank you for making the response video on your deck. Really good deck, and we plan on giving you a video post in the near future. So I'm Patrick from Dual Dimensions, and keep Magic alive.